Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm ThatHiGamer, your friendly neighbourhood stoner, bringing you stone tips, tricks and tutorials. Let's chill out, let's light up, and let's take a look at today's video, shall we? Hey guys, welcome to episode 11 of my Rush Smart Living series. Today we are looking at industrial sorting setups. In our last episode we made our drop boxes, so let's get them organised. Let's take a look, shall we? Hey guys, so quick recap. Last episode we set up these drop boxes along with all our required storage boxes in our base. We then attached some storage adapters to them, and then we set up our first step of the input using an industrial combiner. Now we need to start setting up the new sorting system. So let's start by building what I like to call the splitter board. The splitter itself, this has one input and three outputs, and using the R key we can rotate these. Our first step is to set up the splitter board to send loot around our base. Like the electricity board, I like to do this neat early on so it helps us out later. To make one you'll need an industrial splitter and your trusty pipe tool. So place them like this. So each splitter will be able to feed two conveyors. Even though they have three outputs, once they're all placed, we're going to use one of these outputs to daisy chain to the next splitter. Now the splitter themselves require no power to run. So that's it, that's all our splitters placed. Now you only need to place as many splitters as you require. I know from experience that I'm going to end up using a lot of boxes, so I've placed them here now. But here's what we do. We take the output from the pipe combiner and then just daisy chain right the way through. This way loop passes through all of our splitters. And down and clip in. And then just in and out, in and out. And then over and down again. One thing to mention, you can also change the colour of the pipe by holding the R button. But that's it guys, that's us all done with the splitter board. Now let's move on to the conveyor, shall we? Conveyors. These beautiful things are what dictate which items go into which boxes. They can be programmed either with specific items in mind or with complete item categories. So for example, we could filter for 5.56 ammo and then just add that, or we could filter for say ammunition as a category and then add that, and then that would pull all ammunition types through for us. There are some more advanced things you can do with conveyors, such as adding or excluding filters, but we'll go over these more advanced features in later videos. So to use, you just simply want to place a conveyor next to the storage box, like so, and then hold E to configure. So here we type in the exact name of the item we wish to filter. As you can see, these do pre-populate once you start typing. We can add up to 12 items. So once you add what you need, hit apply. So for our video, I'm only going to set up these 4 boxes for us. So let's just quickly place the conveyors against these. So we have charcoal in this one. We have stone in this one. And then we have our metal in this one. Now, I like to mix my metal frags with my high quality. You can judge me if you want, but I'm just lazy like that. So there we go, that's the 4 configured. So now we need to actually connect them. So what we do, we go from the conveyor's output into the input of the storage adapter on the relevant box. So let's just do that on all these now. input. There we go. So now we need to then send a loot from the drop boxes to the conveyors. So we're going to come to our splitters. I'm going to change the colour of the pipe here just to make it a bit easier for you to see. And then we're going to just take the pipe round. Now obviously do your piping as you see fit. I'm trying to do this neat, you know, but you can be sloppy with it if you want. Now, one thing to bear in mind here though is pipes, unlike wires, they won't go through walls. So for this video, I've added these gaps in. You know, I've put the quarter wall in, but this would obviously leave you weak in raids and such. So what you can do is you can run the pipes through a door frame, like so. I know that's not going anywhere, but just for example, and then close the door. And you know, you can still have full defense, but the downside to that is people can see where your pipes are leading. So it's up to you how you wish to run your pipes, but this is how I'm doing them for the video. When I do it in bases, you know, that I live in, I tend to do these in bunker bases, so all my pipes are hidden downstairs. Now, when you're placing pipes, you'll see it says here pipe is blocked. You have to bear in mind these are like real pipes, so when you bend them, it does change the size of it somewhat when you curve it, so you can't run it straight up to a flat wall and then expect it to bend. You know, there's no physical room. So yeah, so if I was to run it into the floor there, I wouldn't be able to turn it back round because there'd be no space for the bend. But yeah, let's just get the rest of these pipes in there. Oh, pipe's blocked. There we go. And again, that's because the pipes can't run through walls. So now we get the charcoal one plugged in. And then the stone one. I'm sure you can understand now why, for the purpose of the video, I'm only going to demonstrate these 4 boxes. Okay. And there we have it. They're all piped in there. But we still need to give them power. The conveyors themselves won't work unless they're powered. So let's just add to our branch. Now, I did forget to set this up before I started recording the video. So I'm going to messily just put a power branch down here for now. But before I shoot the next video, I'll make sure I replace it with the nice setup that we have previously with my LED displays. So as you know though, we go from the main power out into the branch, and then we power the item from the branch out. Yeah, these cables are a state. I will fix these for next time, but as I know I've got to unwire them to put the LED back in, I'll do it messy for now. Now, I accidentally clipped off a switch output here, so be careful when you're coming off the outputs. There are several ones that lead to switches and stuff. Make sure you get the one that says electrical pass-through. You can link these. You'll notice one of the nodes says turn on. You can link these to buttons and switches if you wish to. I don't really see the need for that. You know, just set your filter on them, power them up and turn them on, and that's good enough for me. You know, I don't understand why you'd want to turn them off and on, but once they're powered and you've set the amount of branch down, just go up to them and turn them all on. And that's it, they're all done. So as you can see, these boxes are empty, just so I can prove the concept. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to grab some items that I can spawn in, some random items that shouldn't get pulled through the filter, and then I'll grab some items that should get pulled through the filter, just so you can see what happens. Metal frags and high qual. Some random stuff. So as they're all turned on, they should pull through the items we place in there. So watch closely at the numbers, and you'll see the numbers start dropping. Now I can see I've made a mistake here. I've actually summoned coal instead of charcoal. coal being from the Christmas event, so let's quickly just get some charcoal. But yeah, as you can see though, the numbers on the items we have filtered are slowly dropping. So let's go and check the boxes. And there you go, items are flowing through. So this system, you can make it as advanced or as detailed as you like. But that's it, that's how you set up sorting using conveyors and industrial crafting. Next we will be moving on to automated smelting, so tune into the next video to see how you can use this system to feed your furnaces. Thanks guys. Well, that's it for today's video guys, thank you all for tuning in. Please make sure to check out my other social media links below to keep updated. If you would like to become a fan of the Pixel Boys, join our Discord here. You can also follow my fellow Pixel Boy members Stone Goat Slayer here and Deadshot Drop here. Till next time guys, stay stoned.